Question 16, circle the lowest science score. Well, we've got maths along the bottom, we've got science up the side. So the vertical distance is how far up they've gone on science, on the science score. So the lowest one must be the lowest one up from the bottom, which appears to be this cross. And this cross has scored 52 on science. It's important that we don't read down on this question because that 44 is actually the math score. 52 is the science score. Question 17. Gary scores 52 in maths and 72 in science. Mark this on the scattergraph. So if we find 52 on maths and draw a line up to level with 72, 72 is there. So it's basically got to go there. Now, we might want to rub out any marks that we've done for our working. You don't have to rub them out as long as the cross is clear. But that cross is basically level with 52 on maths and 72 on science. Question 18. Is Gary's mark an outlier? Yes or no, and why? Well, an outlier is basically a cross that is significantly far out from the general direction of the other crosses. So if we were to draw what's called a line of best fit on here, we would get a single line and we would just draw it through the main direction of the crosses. And you can see that most crosses are a similar distance either side of the line. So Gary's cross, 52 in maths, 72 in science, appears to be a little bit further away from that line of best fit than perhaps the rest of them are. That's Gary's cross. And because it's a bit further away, it lies further away. I would say that yes, it is an outlier. So why is that? Well, what's gone on with his score? So he's got quite a low mark in his maths, but he's got quite a high mark. He seems to have an unusually high mark in science in comparison to his lower mark in maths. Whereas most of these crosses, the marks in maths and science are similar, but his science mark is much higher. Why might that be? Well, he might, plain and simple, be better at science than maths. He may have not finished his maths test and therefore got a lower mark. He may have been ill on the day of his maths test and felt a little off colour and therefore not performed as well as he could have done. So there could be all sorts of real life reasons why his science score is higher than his maths.